Hey basketball players, today I'm going to talk to you about how you can score on bigger defenders. Let's get down to it. Now the first thing that you really want to know is that taller defender or bigger defender faster than you? Generally speaking, they're not going to be. If you're shorter than them, you have a high likelihood that you are going to be faster than them. And if that's the case, then you can just do a simple, very easy shot fake or drive fake or jab step, and then pull back and then drive. So very simple, get them on their heels or get them in the air and then drive. Very quick, easy moves that may or may not work. Now, I'm going to tell you a little bit of a secret right now. A lot of players who are taller are going to be wanting to block your shot. So if he's playing on you or she's playing on you and you do a really good shot fake, getting up into your shooting form, up on your toes, don't leave your toes, but up on your toes, there could be a very high likelihood that that player gets into the air. And if that's the case, you've beat him, you've got an open lane to the basket most likely. However, if that's not the case, you need to try and do a one dribble crossover to try and beat that player. So to do this, a couple of really easy one dribble crossovers that you could do is a simple, if you already have that ball or if you're dribbling, it doesn't matter. Number one is just an in and out dribble. Fake in that direction, crossover without getting your hand underneath that ball. You want to keep your hand at all times, half of your hand above the top half of the ball, because if you go underneath the half of the ball, then it's going to be a carry. You really don't want that. So to do this, jab step, crossover, and then you go back in the other direction. You want to try and get your body as wide as possible on this one. So you really want to try and go as wide as you can, and you can drag your feet as well, at least drag the back foot, in this case the right foot, because that's going to allow you to really sell that move. Now, going from there, another quick one dribble basketball move is the killer crossover, where you cross over, again, moving your body over towards this right side, crossing back over and going in the opposite direction. Iverson did that a ton. So you can just go cross, bang, and then back in that left direction as we were heading before. Another one is the one I really like to use, which was you would attack the defender, pull the defender back. If he follows you, then you tack one dribble that way, hop into your crossover, and then go back in the opposite direction. That one works really good. So attack, pull him back. If he comes back to you, one dribble, cross, and then attack the other direction. Those are three easy moves that you can do to beat a bigger player off the dribble. Now you may be asking, okay, I've beat my defender off the dribble. I'm now driving towards the rim, and now I've got a help side defender coming at me who's massive. He's like Shaq versus me. What should I do? Well, number one, you have a really good defender right off the bat, and that is the mesh and the rim. If you can get your back to that player and use that mesh and that rim as a defender by going up with your left hand in this case and right hand on the other side, now that's going to stop him, or at least have him get a lower chance or probability of blocking your shot. Because if you go up for your shot, and it's open like this, he can pin it. If your back is to him or your side is to him and he's stuck underneath the mesh, he can't touch this mesh. It's basket interference. As soon as he touches that and you go up for your shot, it's a point. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it goes in. You got that point. Same as the rim. Now, if you go for your shot and he hits your body or goes over your back, unless it was cleanly over your back, which means that he never touched you, then it's a foul if he touches you and you're going up for your shot. So by using your back, you're going to be able to make that separation, and then on top of that, you can create space by doing a jump stop into him a little bit farther out from the rim. And by doing a jump stop, or a hop step, whatever you want to call it, land on both feet. Now you can take one more step afterwards and go in for that layup. So you may have done a hop step right here, and he's coming out to defend you, and he's going to be Big players will always want to make contact with your body to try and stop your shot. He's going to most likely end up right here, and if he does, you've got one more step, you can go for that shot. Or if he cuts you off, you've done a hop step, he's cut you off on this side, and now he's standing right here, you can go one more step on this side because you did a hop step, and now you can go in for your layup on this side using that mesh again, and you're offhand to block the blocker from blocking your shot. Now this next move is not a jump stop. This is just going in basically for a regular layup, but on a bigger help defender who's coming out. This is a move that Ja Morant does quite a bit. So he'll be driving towards the basket, and now instead of doing a jump stop or a hop step into that help defender, what he'll do is he'll take his first step off that dribble into that defender, so that now he gets another step off and he can use that player's momentum from hitting him or from him running into that defender. He can use that momentum to push himself a bit farther away from the defender, sometimes causing a foul on that defender because it's sometimes inside of that half circle, and bang, another step out, and you've got yourself an easy layup. Now that move, you might want to start a bit farther back, but it is still a very good move. Now if you're stuck in the low post and you're being guarded by somebody who's massive, so either somebody who's heavier than you or taller than you or both, what you want to do is not to be stuck on the low block. You want to be at least at the first hash mark and 1 to 2 steps out in the mid-range area. This is going to give yourself a little bit more operating room to score on that player, so you can do some face-up moves. When you're stuck down here, you're going to turn around, you're going to do all these different fakes. He's going to be blocking you almost every single time. But if you can get out here and you can operate out here, you can do a reverse pivot and you can do a fake drive where now you can go fake 1, 2, and then you can go around him for that reverse. And like I was mentioning earlier, bigger players tend to really like to jump for shot fakes. So what you can do out here is a reverse pivot, shot fake, and then drive right towards the basket. Now I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.